I'm genuinely someone who thinks I'm just too dope to have to pay for some shit. Pretty girl privilege is a thing. Do you have questions about Findom? If you do, go ahead and watch this video. And if you don't have questions about Findom, watch anyway. What does Findom mean? Okay. Findom is financial domination. Dominating your finances, basically. What do pay pigs like to hear? They like to be called good boys. They like to be called sissies. Like I said, everybody's different. It depends on the level that they're on. Their sole purpose is to make you feel satisfied. It kind of needs to be the other way around. They need to learn what you like to hear. Like, Scent goddess, thank you for allowing me to worship you.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whew. All right, fellas, welcome back. Today, we're going to be looking at probably one of the more shocking things we've ever reviewed on this channel, at least thus far, because let's face it, every time you think things can't get any crazier out in this world, they end up getting crazier somehow. We've got a lot to cover, so we're just going to jump right into it, man. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, okay? Turn your notifications, blah, 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 so that you could be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch. Now, fellas, today we're going to be taking a look at a Q&A about Findom here on YouTube. Or Findom, I don't know how you say it. She says Findom, so we're going to go with Findom. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. But there's a little bit of backstory here on how this topic came to be a video on this channel. So if you remember a while back, we reviewed this girl right here.
What you mean to say is, I'm so irresponsible with my money, I can't support the entertainment that I enjoy.
Yeah, right. I mean, who could forget her right there? Even if you're new to this channel, if you're a new subscriber, which we have a lot of here, I'm sure you've seen that clip floating around. It's basically an e-girl, you know, a female streamer here, talking down to her viewers, telling them that they're financially irresponsible if they can't afford to pay for her sub on Twitch. So that's all fun and games, right? We roasted it, right? It doesn't really matter, man. You know, she got canceled for like a day and she's back to her normal self. But then we got a wild feminist who appeared in my comment section, and I had this exchange with her right here. She says, daily reminder that this is a legitimate fetish many guys have and enjoy. So I replied and I said, can we get some elaboration of this? She replied back and said, Google is your friend. Findom, financial domination, general submission, being talked down to, tributes in the form of donations, etc. Okay, so I didn't even answer this. Then she follows up again. She double texts me basically and says, sad that you make videos like this and don't even understand that much. Then again, you're clearly benefiting from an equally unknowledgeable audience. Yeah, she's taking shots at the fellas here. Then I replied back to her and I said, are you an active participant in this fetish? She replies back to me and says, that is irrelevant, but at least now you know what it is. Remember, no one is forcing any of these guys to do it. I never said anyone was forcing them to do it, by the way. And then I came back at her one more time. Okay, we're still being respectful, fellas. We respect women here. And I said to her, if you are an active recipient of these funds, we would like to interview you. Because for those guys who have not been around for a while, we're always offering interviews and to have special guests on the channel, right? She replies, and then the last comment she ever left about this in this exchange was, and provide you with more pathetic content? No thanks. Talk about leeching from others that you accuse these women of doing. Think about it. You are leeching off of them in turn. You know, guys, real talk now. We tried to be nice, okay? I was respectful. I was just simply asking questions. On the off chance that this was an actual person who received money from pay pigs, yeah, we would have liked to interview them, okay? I got some questions. She seems to want to explain this whole fetish a lot, but then when she's presented with the opportunity to come on and share it with the fellas to educate us, right? We're just trying to learn. She gets mad. Yeah, she's mad, all right. And you know what? For that, we're now gonna have to stand for the national anthem.
Hoes mad, 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 hoes mad.
Well, I mean, I tried, man. I tried to get her to come on to explain. So since she would not agree to do that, since she thought we were just trying to exploit her, which if you watch the last interview with an e-girl I did, the last thing I was trying to do was trying to exploit her. That's pretty obvious. But since she refused to do that, I had to take it upon myself to go and research Findom on my own. And the way I did that, I mean, pretty simple. I typed into the YouTube search bar and I clicked on the first video that came up. So that's going to be the video that we're reviewing right now. Just for some reference, I want to take the Urban Dictionary definition and share it with you guys, okay, just so we're all on the same page going into this. so we know what to expect. Urban Dictionary defines Findom as a shortened, combined version of the term financial domination, similar to femdom, which is short for female domination. Wow, I've never heard of that term before. That's interesting. Definitely, like, you know, never seen it on the hub or anything. Whoops. Financial domination is a fetish of power exchange which involves the transfer of money from sub to dom as an act of ultimate submission, as money is the ultimate representation of power in our modern society. Whoa, man, so deep. All right, so I found this video. I will link the original video down below. And fellas, I think it goes without saying, but, you know, don't go to the original video and talk shit, okay? We're using this to learn, and as we acknowledge in just about every single video we do about e-girls cashing out, it's not their fault and we don't blame them. We just think the people that give them money are pathetic. But hey, you know what? If I was a girl, I'd be doing the same shit. All right, let's look at the video. Here we go, man.
I do have a long-term sub. He gives me 20%, no, 25%, something like that, of his income. Paydays are on Fridays. He asks for absolutely nothing in return. He gets joy out of just giving to me. I'll just go out of my way to show like what I bought with the money, or like what kind of happiness the money gave to me, and they get fulfillment out of that.
All right, so this was a very, very loaded segment here. So let's break it down bit by bit. The first thing she says is that one of her subs gives her either 20 or 25% of his income every Friday, every payday. Now I want to shed some light on this to the guys out there watching this. Maybe you're a little younger, maybe you don't live on your own, or you don't own a house, okay? Let's say you're an average Joe, you've got a college degree, you're making about $60,000 a year, right? After tax, you're probably bringing home around $4,000 a month, depending on where you live in the country, at least in the USA. If your mortgage payment is, we'll call it $1,500 after taxes and all the other stuff that's built into it, so $1,500, and then we'll say another $1,000 for any other expense you have, you know, internet, water, heat, all that stuff, any utilities, gas, expenses, groceries, anything like that, okay? $1,000 extra. That would mean that before the month ends, you have spent $2,500 in bills right off the rip. That is 62% of your take-home pay. But then on top of that now, can you imagine sending 20 to 25%? You know what? We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll call it 20%. Can you imagine sending an additional 20% of your money out the door after you've paid your bills? 20% of your money, if you're taking home $4,000 a month, is $800 a month. So just by paying your bills alone, spending that $2,500 a month, that would mean you're left with $1,500 a month to do whatever you want with. And then after all that, you are choosing to send $800 a month to a girl on the internet. $800 a month over the $1,500 a month that you have left over is 53% of your disposable income. You're giving away, you know, it sounds like 20% is a lot, but in reality, after your bills are paid, you're literally giving away over half of your money that you have left over at the end of the month. I mean, you guys want to talk about basement dwelling losers jerking off in their parents' basement? This is it. This is literally it right here. We have reached final form, guys. And she says he asks for nothing in return.
He asks for absolutely nothing in return.
I'm starting to think that this is out of like fetish territory and into addiction territory, right? I mean, if you're spending 53% of your free cash after your bills every month on something like this where you're not even getting something in return, like if I was doing that with alcohol or gambling, wouldn't my family and friends say like, hey buddy, you got a problem, you know, maybe you should cut that out, maybe you should talk to someone, get some help? I love this, dude. I love this. I love hearing about these losers. This is the most amazing video I've ever seen.
He's that person that contributes to my life, that is like rooting for me and wanting me to do good, helps like invest in my business. And it's like, it's really cool to have somebody who's on the side, like cheering you on, like, yeah, and just wants you to succeed.
It's really cool. Yeah, of course it's really cool. It sounds really cool. It seems like describing this as really cool is definitely a huge downplay of this is actually like. I mean, guys, can you imagine a world where a bunch of women on the internet are just sending me money to invest into my YouTube channel? I'm having trouble imagining that could even happen.
He is so fascinated by my relationship with my boyfriend.
Wait a second. Boyfriend? She just said the word boyfriend? No, dude, this got to be a troll. This can't be real. This can't be real. He's fascinated by her relationship with her boyfriend. He knows she's got a boyfriend and he's still doing this. I mean, not for anything. I'm not saying like anything should ever happen in real life. If you want to be a loser and send your money out like this, that's on you. But if you were going to do that, try to put yourself in their shoes for a second. I know it's really hard, but if you were going to do it, wouldn't you at least want them to not have a boyfriend? Wouldn't you at least want it in your head like you actually might have a chance in real life one day? Maybe.
He loves to see like us so stable. He likes to see how much we love and appreciate each other.
I guess not, man. Dude, these guys are cut from a different cloth, bro. I mean, I just wish we could find, like, we could track one of these guys down and we could give them a solid interview on the channel here, because we need to know what the hell is going through their heads when they do this shit. And I wouldn't even bash them either. You know, we'd be totally respectful. We know that. We just want to get inside the minds of them to figure out what's really going on.
I also have subs that will just randomly send me like $50, $100, $20. Some people send multiple times. Some people will only send once and I'll never hear from them again.
Well, that really must be nice, I gotta say.
We play games. For example, I have some people who say I post something in 24 hours, they have to send like $30 or they get blocked.
Holy good God on that, man. You know, no comment, just keep going, girl. We're listening.
I have people that pay me weekly to follow me. I have people that pay for permission to watch my YouTube videos.
So even though it's free to follow someone on social media or free to watch any YouTube video, just about, except for like, you know, YouTube Premium, those TV shows and all that, but any, you know, regular YouTube video that any normal person would post, they go ahead and pretend that it's not, and they ask for permission to do so, and they send money to do it. God damn, dude, I should have been born a girl. This just isn't fair anymore.
How do you know when they're really trying to send you money or wasting your time? Okay, there are a lot of time wasters out there. How do you know they're really trying to send you money? They send you money. Money is time, but I'm not gonna sit there and just chit chat with you for free. That's not how it goes. If you're serious, if you're about it, you're gonna show me. No questions asked. That's just how it is. If there's any questions, the questions are going to be, where do I send the money? And that's it. I'm not gonna sit there and waste my time and go back and forth with somebody who's not taking my time or taking me seriously.
God damn, I love this so much. I love this so much, man. Honestly, like, fellas, we appreciate the honesty, don't we? You know, it's not even like there's like, she's one of these chicks that's posting thirst traps out on Twitter trying to get fake engagements. Like, nothing. It's, hey, I'm not even gonna entertain the idea of talking to you unless you're asking me where to send me money. I love it. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant.
What would you suggest doing to attract pay pigs? People think that they can just post their nalgas and people are gonna want to send them money. That's not how it works.
All right, so this is a part of the video where I'm gonna have to disagree respectfully, okay? I don't know how much she's been around the gaming space, but contrary to her belief, if you do just post your ass on Twitter, people will want to send you money. That we know.
I'm genuinely someone who thinks I'm just too dope to have to pay for some shit. Pretty girl privilege is a thing.
Yes, it is. It is a thing. And, you know, it's nice to hear it be acknowledged. If this chick ever sees this video, the number one thing you should do, okay, if you're watching this part in the video and you see this, you need to start a Twitch channel, girl. You think you're making money now? You will be swimming in fucking money if you go on Twitch. Especially talking down to people like this. It works for Invader V, it works for Bad Bunny, and if I had to put them on a scale, I would say this chick is definitely more attracted than those two. If they can do it, she can surely do it.
I do have these games where, like, let's say I go shopping or I buy myself like a purse. I'll post the receipt of the purse and I say, who wants to reimburse me? And all my little pay piggies come. Sometimes they work together, sometimes it's just them separately, and then they'll send money to reimburse me for my purchase. That's a fun game. I honestly, like, I really like it. It's something you have to enjoy.
Oh my God, that sounds like the most fun game I've ever heard of in my entire life. Let me buy something that is really expensive and watch a bunch of basement dwelling losers compete over who's gonna pay for it. You guys remember that tweet where Pokimane got her hair done and then the guy asked how much it cost so he could feel like he bought it for her? This is like the final boss of that territory, man. This is so much worse than that. Especially when you have guys either competing or working together. I don't even know which one is worse. They would all come together and agree like, okay, I'll give 30 bucks, you give 50 bucks, whatever anyone can afford now. God damn, I'm out, man. I'm out. I can't fathom what it's like to live life on modes this easy, but it really just must be so fucking nice, man. Listen, if any Findom girls are out there watching this, instead of getting mad in the comments like the girl in the beginning of this video did, why don't you just reveal yourself, okay? Hit the DMs for me on Twitter. We'll get you on because we want to hear more about this in great detail. We want to be able to ask questions back, and we want to be educated on the topic of this because this is fascinating on all levels. Anyway, dudes, this video has gone on long enough. You guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm sure the fellows have a lot of feelings about this. Very interested to read them, man. I laugh my ass off in the comments every single time. So drop your thoughts down there. Let me know what's going on. And if you enjoyed the video, guys, remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already for more awesome, amazing videos just like this. Turn your goddamn notifications so you could be a part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links are both down below. And I'll see you dudes in the next video. Love you. Bye.